I know some of you out there aren't ready to give up paper books just yet. I was like you, and then I had the chance to try reading digital books on the Kindle. I'm Erin from TechGadgetsCanada.com, and the convenience of having entire libraries and bookstores in the palm of your hands can't be understated. Particularly when it's 2 a.m. and you are jonesing for the next book in a series, you can't beat the convenience of an Amazon Kindle e-reader.
Amazon has launched its Kindle Paperwhite, technically the 11th generation, with some new features.
I'll take a look at what's new and different, what it's like to read on a Kindle, and if I can recommend this device for you or a reader you love. An early heads up, if you end up liking this video and finding it helpful, to please mash that like button and do hit me with a sub. That means subscribe. It does help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there gets to watch, enjoy, and learn from.
The newest generation of Kindle Paperwhite features a 6.8-inch display, which is a smidge bigger than the previous generation. You'll get up to a 10-week battery life, there's USB-C charging, and an adjustable warm light, among some other updates. There's also a slightly smaller bezel on the new Paperwhite, which means more screen real estate. The all-new Paperwhite is waterproof like its predecessor with an IPX8 rating. That means it should withstand rain, jets of high-pressure water, and even full submersion up to 2 meters for about an hour.
Now there's also the new Signature Edition, which is a slightly upgraded version that adds a few more features onto the basics. It's got more memory and storage room. The screen light will automatically adjust as opposed to you doing it. And it's the first to support wireless charging via a Qi wireless charger. Amazon also claims the e-ink display response is 20% sharper, allowing for faster page turns. The standard version here has 8 gigabytes of storage, and the Signature Edition offers a whopping 32 gigs of storage, giving you room for as many books as you can read and then some. But back to mine here, the new standard version Kindle Paperwhite.
Like all Kindles, there is a wealth of battery life inside this reader. Battery life is about 10 weeks between charges, which is outstanding in my opinion. Buying your ebooks is also simple. You can surf the Kindle store for options and click to purchase individual books right on the device. The book will then download for offline reading.
There's also a Kindle Unlimited subscription where you can read or listen to books at no additional cost for Prime and Kindle Unlimited members.
The all-new Kindle Paperwhite has support for audiobooks via Audible right on the device, and even here in Canada, I was able to access the service since previously it was missing on my Canadian editions. Now, you do need to pair your Paperwhite to a compatible Bluetooth device like headphones or a speaker or a soundbar in order to hear the audio, and that's because, maybe kind of oddly, there's actually no speaker built into the Paperwhite.
Happily, the Bluetooth connection worked really well, and switching among different sound output sources is easy enough. Now, when you're sitting right next to your Kindle or you have it very close to your speaker, the connectivity between the Kindle and the speakers works great. But if you start to move around, and particularly if you're putting walls between your headphones and your Kindle here, you may start to notice digital breakup and dropouts. I certainly did.
Let's take a closer look at the warm light feature and see what this is all about.
One of the significant improvements over the 2019 Kindle Paperwhite is an adjustable warm light feature. There are debates about whether the color tones of certain smartphone or ebook readers' lights can affect our sleep. Some studies have shown that blue light, which gets emitted from screens, can make it harder for us to fall asleep. So being able to use a warmer light as you're reading to fall asleep or reading just before bed should help your circadian rhythms, in theory.
Warm light is adjustable using a slider bar. You can also create a warmth schedule, which will add the warm light for a specified period of your day. There's also dark mode on this edition, which will invert the screen to a black background with white text.
So what are you getting with this device? The Kindle is a simple e-reader, and that is all it can do. If you choose another device like a tablet, you can play games, surf the web, even watch videos. But with an e-reader like the Kindle Paperwhite here, all you can do is read books. Now, this is a godsend for some folks who just want to lose themselves in a paperback or novel and avoid distractions, but others may find this kind of limiting.
One of the other options you do have, though, is to use the Kindle app on other devices like an iPad.
So what is it like using an e-reader? The reading experience, in my opinion, is easy on the eyes, and the type on the page is clear and crisp, and there is definitely something to the lack of distractions. The size of this device and the thickness, coupled with the rounded edges and lack of buttons, there is just one here on the bottom, make it really easy to hold. It's lightweight and definitely highly portable. Your reading experience will be synced across all of your Kindle devices and the Kindle app, meaning you can always pick up where you left off. Now, it does take a few minutes to get used to navigating around this device and accessing the different menus and the settings, but once you've got yourself oriented, everything is really easy to find and well within reach. Let's take a look at some of the other features of the Kindle and how they work.
With the book covers setting turned on, you can see the cover of the book you're reading on the lock screen. Turn this feature on by going to Settings, then Device Options, and choose On for the display cover. I will note, though, the cover sometimes doesn't resemble the actual cover at all. X-ray lets you explore the bones of a book, keeping track of characters and key terms. With Smart Lookup, you can look up words in the dictionary or translate text to a different language, even explore Wikipedia. One of the cool things about reading on a Kindle is you can change the font size and typeface to your preference. You can also highlight text by tapping, holding, and dragging. If you love that flippy page turn like a real book, Amazon has added a page transition animation. Try it by going to the font or the AA menu in a book, selecting more, and then enabling it. Now, the animation seems to smooth out the jump to the next page a bit, but it's not as visual or as impressive as it probably could be. And speaking of those motions and animations, I was a bit surprised to see switching around and surfing around the Paperwhite can sometimes seem slow, laggy, and glitchy.
Overall, if you're looking for an e-reader that will keep distractions to zero and allow you to focus on quiet reading, you have come to the right device. If you're looking for a multi-use tablet that goes beyond reading, this is not it, and it doesn't pretend to be. When it comes to the pros of the Kindle here, it is lightweight, slim, and an easy access portal to entire libraries and bookstores worth of reading. The text on the no-glare digital screen mimics paper beautifully, and it's easy on the eyes. With the addition of adjustable colored light and warm light for evening reading, you won't be up all night from lack of sleep, unless Michael Connolly is to blame. I also love being able to buy or download books at all hours. Downsides? The loading and open times are a bit slow compared to other tablets and devices, and the page turning, though Amazon has said it sped things up, may also seem a bit laggy. The screen can also be kind of glitchy during downloads and deletions. The Bluetooth connectivity also isn't super strong if you're trying to connect to Audible. Overall, if you're looking for a no-nonsense digital e-reader, the Kindle Paperwhite is a good choice if you can get past the downsides I mentioned. The all-new Amazon Kindle Paperwhite here sells for about $149, and it's available in black. The new Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition, by the way, is about $209. If you want to read this review or reference any of what I've talked about, head over to techgadgetscanada.com, where I've posted a full write-up. There you can ask me any questions you have about this e-reader device. You can also post them here in comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Erin. Until the next time, you can find me on either Twitter or Instagram. I'm at ErinLYYC. You can also always reach me through Facebook at facebook.com/techgadgetscanada.